Bentornati. Welcome back, my friends, to the Cataclysm. We find our hero, Tim Knudsen, near his crafting spot in the evac shelter, after he's been out and about all around the map for what seems like days and days, but really only one day. But for us, it was a really full day, so much so that it took many episodes before we were able to get him back with all the loot. And he also started processing that loot, but right now it's near midnight and he is tired and is both thirsty and hungry. So why don't we address that? Let's take a look at what can we eat just before it goes away. There is a paper wrapper with a peanut butter and jelly sandwich for 378 calories. This has a very good chance of satiating our hunger. So let's have that. And we can see that we are still peckish, but you know, with the recent changes, one thing is how much calories do you need, and another thing is how full your stomach is. Now, I wouldn't want to get Tim in bed on a very full stomach. However, peckish doesn't seem good either. So let's try and have something that maybe has also a little bit more more in the way of liquids in it, so that we can also get away the thirsty. What about fruit juice? Both calories and a quench. Let's have one portion, 2 portions. We're still thirsty. Not thirsty anymore. We just drank a bottle of fruit juice and we're still peckish. You know what? Let's eat something actually good for our health. An apricot. There you go. And by the way, you get from peckish to full. There's no way in between, apparently. But yeah, as predicted in the last episode, the milk and also the milkshake. Why would I get a cup of milkshake melted? It's all smelling funny already. So tell you what, can we take this stuff and just leave it outside? Now for the tired, that's simple. We got in the reclining seat in the van and just sleep off the night. Do I want to bring the candle with me? Why not? Let's close the door. Let's give our friend in the evac shelter some privacy. Let's get inside. Let's quickly take a look. And yes, there is a sheet and a pillow in here, so this will count as a comfortable place to sleep. Let's extinguish the candle. Let's not start a fire. Candle. We could use the candle to start a fire. I want to extinguish it though. Right, the candle winks out. And where's the sleep button? There it is. It's the $sign. Are you sure you want to sleep? Yes. No, don't set the alarm because we will wake up at the first light of day. This is a comfortable place to sleep. Good night, Tim. And at 6 in the morning, it is already too bright to sleep, and Tim wakes up. Now I realize it could have been better to use some form of protection for the eyes, just for the sake of getting that extra hour of sleep in to get the well-rested bonus. But even so, a full 6 hour of sleep should be enough for a grown man, right? So, wait, did I lose the focus on the window? Yeah, that is the reason why I couldn't control the game. Oh, the milk is still in the pack. We slept with together with some rotten milk. Anyway, that is not a huge deal, so let's get here and just dump some of it together with the rotten yogurt. Let's do unload this gallon jug of milk. We will want to pour it on the ground in here and again and again. So now we have 3 empty gallon jugs. We are holding on this really cumbersome duffel bag. We want to leave it in here, and we want also to stop wearing both a backpack and a molly pack, probably, right? What's the least encumbering? The molly pack is the least encumbering, so let's leave no room in inventory, really. Oh yeah, the 3 gallon jugs, of course. Even when empty, the gallon jugs retain their full occupational volume. That makes sense. Why am I in the vehicle again? Let's say that I wanted to close the doors. And I want to take off the backpack. Right, so I have the backpack with me. I think I left my personal stuff, the things that I want to have close to me, in here. Exactly, yes, the binoculars in here, the pliers, the pitchfork is in here. Do I want to also leave like the backpack and the bandages? Probably, yes, let's leave all in here near the door. Bandages, backpacks. The candle I will leave in here, and the lighter I will keep. Now, what to do today? I think we could spend a little bit of time raising some of our skills. I don't remember exactly, but we might use a little bit more tailoring and maybe even fabrication to try and see if we can get something a little bit better in terms of armor. Let's have a quick review actually. Give me a sec to so that I can assess and report on the current state of our personal protection. Here we are again. So we have a couple of very good items, a few I should say, very good items. For example, if you look at the right portion here, the empty ballistic vest, even if empty, it has a very good coverage, 85% coverage, and very good stats compared to the damage that normal zombies could do. And in addition to that, we have the leather touring suit that covers almost the entire body. But the touring suit has standard leather protection, so 5 as a rule of thumb. And the problem is that on arms and legs that are usually very exposed, you usually get hit or bitten by zombies on torso, arms and legs. Feet and head and hands are a little bit, I think, more rare as a target for attacks. So basically, on the arms and legs we have only really the leather touring suit. We have also whatever is underneath, so in the end is somewhere in the ballpark of 6 or 7 protection. That is still a bit low. If we can get something else in those locations, we would be golden, because on the feet we have steel-toed boots, which are really good, very good protection. We have an army helmet, again, very good protection. The mouth is a little bit exposed. We have safety glasses to protect the eyes, but I don't think we can do much for the mouth right now. So I will quickly skim now the crafting menu to see if there is actually something that we can craft right away. And no, just as I thought, no recipe is accessible to us in this moment that would allow us to rise, to improve the armor on legs and arms. But we have more than enough books if we wanted to improve the skill required for that. So let's take a look at tailoring. There is a CO.AG clothing, can bring tailoring to 3. One chapter requires 16 minutes. Is there something a little bit quicker, let's say? I don't think so though. Most books are either 16 or 18 minutes. The 7 and 8 or 9 minutes, those usually are the magazines, so things that can only bring you to 1. That seems to be the case generally, yes. So I think that this will be it. However, before starting, let's see. We are hungry in this minute. Before we start studying, let's do everything we can to raise the morale so that we can get as much as possible from every reading session. For now, as you can see, the focus is 110. It means that right now, right in this second, we would get 110% of the skill increase. But we can do more. We can pick up the harmonica, for example, and start playing the harmonica. You need to hold the harmonica to play it. We need to wear it actually, but we have other headgear, so let's take off. Absolutely, let's take off the... where's the helmet? I can never see the right thing. Here, army helmet. Then wear harmonica. Then activate the harmonica, and we start playing. While we play, let's cook something. Let's take... no, I don't want to take down the firewood source. I want to take a plank. I want to drop the plank in the brazier, and then let's use this menu. This is open with the percent key, and it's actually the menu of all the direct actions that you can execute. And I want to start a fire quickly on the brazier. Okay, we successfully lit a fire. Let's say if we can cook something nice so that we can satiate the hunger and bring up the morale at the same time. Oh gosh, I just seen hot chocolate. Oh yes. It's junk food, I know, but chocolate. Enjoyability only 8? Come on, come on. Chocolate covered pretzels, enjoyability 6. What's the best enjoyability? -5, no thank you. 6, 3, 20. Rum and cola, however, will get us a little bit tipsy, so that could have an impact on the intelligence, which in turn has an impact on the things that you learn, so not exactly the direction we want to go. 3, 3, 2, 3, 2, 6, 3, 4, 2, 20 alcohol. 15? A jam sandwich. 15. Better than the hot chocolate. Come on, Tim. I don't know if you noticed, I'm a little bit partial towards chocolate. Cheese sandwich? I mean, if you're hungry, I get it, right? Looks like the jam sandwich is the winner, you know? So, jam sandwich it is. And I didn't even need a fire for the jam sandwich. So let's make it, only takes 1 minute. So use the sourdough bread just because it's already open. And we made one. And we will eat the jam sandwich. Since we have the fire, I will make the hot chocolate too. I just decided that I don't care if it's only 8 enjoyability. It will take 1 chocolate bar. I mean, I should have done it with the milk while it was still good to eat, right? But what can you do? Hot chocolate it is. We can use water because we are cooking with it, so yeah. I want to pour it into a container. I will have a plastic canteen of hot chocolate. I mean, if that is not awesome. Now though, okay, our morale is amazing right now. And we tend towards 121. However, the focus right now is 92 because we raised our cooking a little bit. So we already spent a little bit of that. However, if we only spend a minute or two, actually 10, reading a... I don't know. What's the best in here? This samurai novel. 18 minutes. Do I want to spend 18 minutes? I could do 3 plus 3 reading computer gaming. Oh, but that maybe only once? Let's try. Let's read computer gaming for 7 minutes. Did time pass? I mean, read computer gaming. It's there, but maybe not enough time passed. And I can totally read that again. Let's read a comic book. This is for science now. I think I've read the comic book. Okay. Now the focus is 100. And the trend is only going up. So trending towards 128. So let's drop these books for now. I don't have them. No, here they are. I'm blind. Alright, let's extinguish the fire. Do I want to extinguish it? Yes, I want to extinguish the fire. And look at that, the plank is still there. And I want to read, let's do it like this, just because it's more clear. Let's read CO.AG clothing. Let's read once. Alright. Focus decreased a little bit and we went to 48%. Again. Read once. 54, that's an increase of 6%? That's really good. That will take no time at all. So let's read until you gain a level. 66, 71, 76, 80. Tiredly rubs their eyes. That's it. Maybe for the fact that we didn't get a whole night of sleep, reading was a little bit more difficult than it ought to be. However, we got really good increases and our focus is still 74. Now, with a tailoring skill of 2, which is still fairly low. The best gear that you can have, you craft when the skills are around 7 or 8. But let's look again. As you can see, the list is clearly opened up a little bit. Arms. We could make leather bam braces for a protection of 6. Now these are strapped, so this will go in addition to the leather touring suit, so it will be a 5 plus a 6 for a total stopping power of 11. The coverage isn't great, it's just 50%. Let's look at the legs. Cotton breeches. Long at the bottom. And a long for 5% coverage. Like leggings. Looks like we didn't really unlock any leather armor comparable to the bam braces, but for the legs I'm debating if I want to go for another level. Tell you what, let's have some of that hot chocolate. We had the hot chocolate. Let's have something to drink, something that can quench the thirst. What about pomegranate? That ought to do it. Morale is trending again towards 122. What about a chapter of the samurai novel? Alright, focus to 84. Maybe let's do that again. 90. Let's drop the samurai and let's start reading again the shoe clothing. Where is it? Let's use the interface properly. I want to take this. I want to see. I don't think it changes anything, but I would imagine that it feels better to read when sitting comfortably. See what clothing. Let's try and shoot for level 3. It's currently 1130. 5% for 20%, 30%, 50%, 70%. It's taking the whole afternoon, but we get to level 3 and it's 1840. Let's stop playing the harmonica. For hours we read while playing the harmonica. If that is not amazing, I don't know what is. Can we do better now? I would expect so. Arms, leather arm braces are still there, but there's also leather arm guards for a coverage of 90% and a protection of 8. Now that is what I call better. Neoprene arm sleeves would require neoprene. Hard arm guards, this would be good, but they still require neoprene. Where would I get neoprene? It can be crafted. I don't think we have the recipe. No, in fact we don't. And for the legs, how would I search for something that it is strapped? Maybe searching in the entire name, quality, full description, D. Does it work? I think so. Short rope, ankle sheet, backpack, spear, strap. We could. What about the leather apron? Torso and legs, and it is strapped. 5 encumbrance. 18 leather patches. I'm a little bit concerned that it will count as strapped also to the torso, and so it might interfere again with whatever we are having as a backpack. But it could be the solution to have proper armor on the legs. Anyway, we need leather patches. We don't have leather patches, but we have something that we can use to cut, like a hunting knife. And also, does it make sense to have also an X-Acto knife? Let's have the X-Acto. I don't think it changes anything. Let's take the leather chaps. So let's start moving things from there to under our feet. Let's cut 2 leather chaps, a leather duster, the 2 leather jackets that are already damaged. Leather kilt, actually. How is this in the normal layer? So an apron would count as strapped, but the kilt counts as normal. How would the kilt interfere with pants? It wouldn't. What about the skirt? Still on the normal layer. Touring suit, also normal layer. That would have been a solution. You know? I mean, if you were in a Cataclysm, wouldn't you wear a leather skirt on top of a leather touring suit? I would. But since we really can't, let's scrap those 2. Let's also cut the knee-high boots now. They wouldn't interfere. Normal layer. Alright, let's do this for now. I reckon this would be a very good amount of leather patches. Let's cut up everything. How much stuff is it? 81 leather patches. I mean that is more than enough, right? This is more than enough. Where are the leather patches? In here. Let's move them all in here. Let's reset this, otherwise I will get confused later. And let's go back to armor. We can make also a leather jacket or a leather vest, but we already have superior armor for the torso. Fingerless gloves. We already have tactical gloves though, right? Maybe I wasn't searching right. Let's search the whole description, D, and let's search for the legs. Hakama, breeches, cargo pants, leather cloak, outer layer, not even strapped, outer layer, leather cloak, 44113. The only drawback I can see to this would be the warmth, the very high warmth. we would probably get some drawback for building up heat. But other than that, it's like 4, it's like 3 extra 4 protection. Leather cloak. Leather apron, we knew. Torso and legs, but it is strapped, so it will interfere with the backpack on the torso. Duster. This is cotton though. If we had leather duster, that would be cool. Alright. Let's stop this and just make the things that we know are good. So let's go for... Let's try hitting the right key, go to armor, and then go to arms. And let's make the leather arm guards 90% coverage, 8 and 8. Right? This was the one that I wanted to do, right? Right? I think so. 30 minutes, 12 leather patches, do it. Do it for the ones that I have on my person. We apparently botched a step in the crafting, and so we need to consume 1 more leather patch. That's not the end of the world. You put the pair of leather arm guards on the cupboard. I want to get them. Now, putting all the stuff on the cupboard also was not a very good idea, now was it? Let's take the leather arm guards. Let's try and wear them. What happens now? It conflicts a little bit with the elbow pads, so now the encumbrance is 18. Now, the elbow pads give protection 8, but coverage is only 30%. The arm guards also give protection 8, but the coverage is 90%, so it makes sense to remove the elbow pads in this instance. Take off the elbow pads. So now there's only 18 encumbrance. Let's take a look at this. Do we have more information? Arm encumbrance affects stamina cost of melee attacks and accuracy with ranged weapons. So that's not too bad. It's just stamina cost. Alright. It's the torso encumbrance that impacts the dodge skill. So our total dodge skill would be 5, but the effective one is 3? I don't know. I think it's the contrary. It's like 3 is the actual skill, but the effective is 5 for some reason. But at the same time, our dodge is impacted with a -3 because we are very encumbered. But that is because we are holding to a bunch of stuff, like 38 leather patches. So now it's 25. Yes, and it's only -2.5, and the effective dodging skill is now 5.5. Does it say anything if I highlight this? Not really. Okay. Our dexterity is 12 apparently. That is because of stats through skills. Melee attack rolls -25%. That is the thing that concerns me a little bit. Going overboard with torso encumbrance will slow your melee attacks and reduce the accuracy of the melee attack rolls. I am inclined to try to also craft the apron though. If anything, it would be more skill in tailoring. Yes, let's just craft the apron. 18 leather patches. 3 hours? Huh. We're very hungry and very thirsty. Let's eat something before attempting that. Let's not eat cotton balls. Let's eat some of our fruit, like cherries. We have cooked wild vegetables. We are sated now. I'll tell you what, first thing that we gotta craft is the blindfold. Yes. Let's not make a blindfold out of duct tape. What are you thinking? Why bandages? Let's make it out of the knit scarf. Alright, we have the blindfold so that when we go to sleep in a car, we can just use the blindfold and have a good night of sleep all the way through. We ate, so let's go for the apron. Leather apron. 3 hours. We can do it. Oh no, oh no, you can no longer see well enough to keep crafting. However, we should still have that thing. So let's pick up the candle. Let's activate the candle and work on craft. In progress, leather apron 65%. Yes, continue. Our skill in tailoring has increased to 4. So, crafting the leather guards and this leather apron gave us the entire 4th level of tailoring, which in turn could have unlocked something better, which would be great. For example, now we can craft a leather duster, just like that. That would be amazing. What about a leather trench coat? A leather vest? Let's look at what would impact the legs. Leather chaps. Wait a second, I had leather chaps and I've cut leather chaps. Give me a moment to grab my head in this despair. I've cut leather chaps to get leather, to craft leather chaps. I'm an idiot. It's official, I'm an idiot. It would take 40 minutes to repair what I've done, but that doesn't subtract from the fact that I'm an idiot. Alright, so we know what the best thing to do is now. But look at the bright side. We've got a whole level of tailoring skill by being an idiot. Alright, I'll tell you what. I will now fix my mistake. I will pick up the blindfold. I will snuff the candle, go to bed, and in the morning I will come back and craft the leather chaps back again so that we finally have our leather armor suit complete. And I will be back when all of that is done. Alright, guys, I think I did it. I think I've completed my outfit. So, we have undershirt, leather touring suit, our tool belt, the empty ballistic vest. So, in the torso, very good situation. Army helmet on the head, again, very good situation. We could use some... we have safety glasses. We could use a better mask, something that would protect also our mouth, but we still don't have access to that. We have neoprene arm sleeves, the touring suit and leather arm guards, so our arms are very well protected right now. It's like around 2 or 3, then 5 and then 8. On the hands, glove liners and tactical gloves. On the legs, we have leggings, leather touring suit, leather chaps, and knee pads. That is a very good situation. We could have done that a day before if we realized that the leather chaps were actually the solution and not the thing that we wanted to cut up for materials. But we got there in the end. And then steel-toed boots on our feet. And we are armored. Next episode... Sorry about that again. But next episode, we will put all this armor to use on the field. I'm taking... Tim now feels emboldened by all this leather. He's feeling badass, right? And he wants to clean Burnham. He saw the zombies in there, and I think he feels he can do this. And I think he feels he can do this either with a pitchfork or even with a baseball bat. Right? But that, my friend, will have to happen in the next episode. So thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for putting up with my stupidity right there. And I hope to see you next time. Ciao.